Hey YouTube, this is Melantart VA,
This is Sakia Amano.
and joining us today is our special guest.
I'm Joann Umpierre, but my friends call me Sonic Girl. Right?
and as you can see by the image and the title, we're talking about that game. The game nobody likes, and very few can defend. Sonic 06. Okay, so first of all, I absolutely have to say this. Sega fucked up royal with this by essentially a splitting of the team in like half, with essentially half the team working on this, and the other half working on the game that would eventually become Sonic and the Secret Rings, which no, we are not covering. Easy,
Nope.
Sakuya.
Sorry, just no, seriously, to have my throat a little.
Oh boy, let's hope you're not catching the coronavirus.
No, I don't think so.
Virus. Okay then, I guess we'll start with Sonic's story, which weirdly, all three stories have these really nice looking CG cutscenes, which clearly took a lot of effort and a lot of time. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
It's
then,
very beautiful.
I'm sorry, Joann, what were you saying?
The CG cutscenes are beautiful in the opening.
Oh yeah, this thing looks almost on par with something like Final Fantasy 12.
Oh yeah, but then we can pretty much detect when things are gonna go downhill, and it's right when Eggman shows up. I don't know who the fuck gave Eggman this redesign, but whoever it is needs to be flicked on the forehead or something.
No, I'd say demoted to night janitor.
I mean, seriously, like, Clements already mentioned this, but like, Eggman's got fucking wrinkles.
Eggman looks like he's 80 years old.
Exactly.
He looks 90. Sort of.
But boys, he looks like an old man who used the rest of his Just for Men on his mustache.
Although, like, seriously, like,
His jacket.
oh yeah.
He looks like he has golden nipples.
Exactly. Big golden nipples. That's what my red jacket
And
needs.
let's not forget how Eggman looks pregnant.
He does. He does.
He looks like, okay, we're probably gonna get demonetized for this joke, but
Go ahead.
he looks like Zavok gave him one too many rounds. We are still getting demonetized for that.
Yeah, but then again, the monetization system is screwy anyway. But let's get back on topic.
Yes, please.
Thankfully, when Sonic arrives, he's actually in character. And this will be the only time this happens.
Yeah.
Also, can I mention how cool it looks when Sonic, like, kind of toe taps that one robot off the
Yeah.
ledge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ding! Woo! Splat! Like, literally, that's what it is. That's like a Looney Tunes gag.
Also, can we just mention how at least just looks like she's from Final Fantasy and not a Sonic character?
Actually, funny story about that. Originally, Sonic 06 was not going to be a Sonic game. And it shows.
Oh yeah, it looked like it was going to be an RPG, like another Fantasy Star or another...
The Sega version of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, or that's kind of what Fantasy Star was.
Oh. I did not know this, but anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, and of course, before the cutscene ends, we meet our new character, Silver. And don't worry, we've got plenty of jokes about Silver that we will get to
yeah,
later.
Especially my line joke.
Yeah, let's talk about that later. So anyway,
Yeah.
after that cutscene, we get a big graphical downgrade. I don't know what the fuck happened with the Havoc engine, especially given that 3 years later, Firm Software made fucking Demon Souls on the same engine. I don't know what the fuck
and I was gonna
happened.
say, and while the animation of the Demon Souls look a little clunky, they don't look as bad as what happened in Sonic 06.
Oh yeah.
Well, at At least Sonic doesn't look shiny in that part.
True, for once the models aren't overly shiny, and except for Elise's hair, that looks like she hasn't washed it in about 2 weeks.
To be fair, that's most Havoc Engine hair.
Fair enough.
Can we talk about Elise's legs?
Oh,
legs
yeah.
Aren't supposed to work that way.
Seriously, Elise's legs are orange. Pantyhose do not work that way.
Yeah, they don't make you look like you got you're having your legs eaten by a tanning bed.
It's true. Okay, so like the next day, Tails comes in, and weirdly, I think Tails possibly became a ventriloquist in between Sonic Heroes and Sonic 06 because for some reason, in this cutscene, he talks when his lips aren't moving.
And not to mention, his tails move in a very unnatural way.
Also, like, a minor nitpick, I think Tails' fur is, like, either too dark or too light. Like, he's not the color he's supposed to be.
Then
He looks like too light.
cross-eyed.
Oh,
He's cross-eyed in almost every cutscene.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, plus, like, at the end of this cutscene, I swear Sonic literally freezes at the end, just so that Tails can finish his flight animation. I swear Sonic freezes.
Yeah, when it's like he could have just like stopped running and turned to face Tails.
Mm-hmm. But of course, after this cutscene, we're introduced to probably the most monotonous part of the game, the town missions. And oh yeah, like, oh, we thought like the Chaotix missions were bad. These are worse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also, I know we're getting a little off topic, but
The townspeople.
also for
They
what I
only have
understand,
one.
Hey, hang on, Joann, hang on.
aside from the fact of how buggy it is, didn't you actually mention that that was actually the version we got was the most stable version?
Oh yeah, that's right. This the version we received wasn't actually the finished version, but the most stable. Oh god, I can't even imagine what the finished version was gonna be like.
And not to mention, like, you can tell by some of the animations, it was in at least the beta phase.
Oh yeah, like Sonic 06 makes Hollow Fragment look like a masterpiece.
Yeah, it
But let's get back on topic, shall we?
yeah.
Yes.
The townspeople. Everybody literally says, "Hey."
And there's
Yeah, that
also
was
this one
that was I gonna
really
say.
stupid
They only have
Hang
one
on!
in
syllable.
the town where you're told to go talk to the town guard.
Oh yeah, this one.
The captain of the guard was the guy you had just spoken to.
Exactly. Hey assholes, your princess is missing. This is not the time for guessing games.
Seriously, it's like, it's like,
Which one of us?
yeah, it's like, you dare fuck with the guy who would actually save your princess when her life is in danger.
Exactly, but anyway, let's continue. Like, weirdly, we're not gonna... Oh yeah, there is one notorious element of the Sonic stages. Like, normally Sonic controls fine, but there is one element that I think all three of us hate. The Mach speed sections.
Oh god, those are,
Exactly, like... Exactly, like... Somehow, the boost formula did Mach speed better.
Yes.
Am I the only one who thinks this?
I agree.
I agree. It's just that one little hit, you get bumped into any obstacle, and you're like, ooh. Then you
Oh yeah,
instantly
like... If Sonic simply...
Brushes against something
Thing.
when he's running.
He literally loses every ring, and then, if you get hit again, you die. I cannot tell you how... Just from, like, the first stage alone, everybody's gotten at least one game over on the first stage alone. That's how you know you fucked up in a Sonic game, when you get a game over on the first level.
Yeah, and let's not forget the fact that if you don't save your game in town,
Oh, that's
you gotta rewatch the whole opening cutscene without being able to skip it.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like,
That's a big no-no.
oh yeah, like, oh weirdly, like, after the town missions, you would think the game would autosave. But no, it doesn't.
The game would at least tell you, hey,
Do you want to save?
Yeah.
Do you want to save, or do you want to save in the last checkpoint that you did?
But nope.
And then, no.
But nope, autosaving only happens after a level. And speaking of which, after this level, it turns out we didn't catch the egg carrier. So ultimately, what was the point of this level? What was the point?
Exactly. If you weren't going to catch the egg carrier, why would you even pursue it? Also, we also mentioned that mysterious feather that materializes in front of Sonic in the beginning of the level.
Oh yeah, there is no way that fell from the egg carrier, and it's not a seagull feather, so therefore, where the fuck did that feather come from?
I was gonna say, it feels like it only existed as a Deus Ex Machina.
Oh no, Sakia, that's not a Deus Ex Machina. We will get to the Deus Ex Machina later.
There's quite a few of those, actually.
Oh yeah. Really like Sonic's first boss fight against the Egg Cerberus, it actually functions. It's not bad, like, at all.
It's pretty fun, actually.
Weirdly, like, after that boss fight, we actually get a new gameplay style where Sonic's essentially carrying Elise, and there's this, like, invincible flame bubble, which I guess is supposed to be a reminiscent of the flame shield, but sadly, it only lasts for like a short time, and you literally need that bubble to essentially cross the sands. I'm sorry, I thought this was normal sand, not fucking quicksand.
And the fact that you cannot defend yourself while carrying Elise.
Well, actually, the homing attack can still happen. You can still use the homing attack, but all your other skills, zoop, gone.
I don't know.
And it's like, as useful as the homing attack is...
Joann, hang on.
It's like, as useful as the homing attack is, it's like...
It's boring. It's the same animation over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like he's kicking. It doesn't even look like a homing attack. It looks like him kicking
the giant robots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like after this level is actually a cutscene that's not CG, but it's not as bad as the in-game graphics either. I don't know what the fuck happened with this cutscene, but at the same time, it's obviously green screened.
Yeah, the scene where, I think it's the first scene where Sonic tells Elise to smile.
Oh yeah, which by the way, that cutscene actually brings... I'm sorry, Sakia, continue.
To be honest, the graphics and the CG and the graphics in the cutscene make Fallout 1, which was released in 1996 or 97, that's almost on par with that. That's how bad the CGI is in Sonic 06. Points.
Well, like, more specifically, that specific CG, like the pre-rendered amazing CG from the openings, that's on par with, like, Final Fantasy 12 at the time.
Yeah, and it's like... But I mean, like, that kind of CG when it's like, you can tell it's just like the assets just slapped into another scene.
Oh yeah, which by the way, this cutscene kind of introduced a little bit of a continuity error with the next cutscene, which speaking of that actually brings us to the silver fight. But before that, Elise essentially ties a bandage around Sonic's arm. It's there for that entire cutscene, and in the next cutscene, it's gone.
He doesn't have it.
Where did it go?
Yeah, it's like if Sonic removed it, at least show him removing it.
Exactly, but now let's get to probably the most infamous fight of the game, Silver.
And the first scene,
wait for it. Joann, hang on.
And the first scene where we see what I call Silver eating his chest floof.
Nom 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 nom. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yes, because like
Good. We will get to that.
Delicious silver? Was
Yeah.
it delicious silver?
Yes, it was. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to Silver
We'll
Story.
get to the origin of that joke when we get to Silver.
Yeah, let's get back on topic. Weirdly, like, the Silver boss fight, I never had a problem with it. I understood what to do completely. Granted, I probably messed up one time, but after that, I understood what to do.
Like, it's not that I didn't understand what to do, it's the fact that it kept triggering the glitches in that fight.
Glitches. Oh yeah, speaking of the glitches, there's actually two infamous ones. One of which actually being like a deadlocked into like taking damage, the ring comes back and you do it over and over and over again.
And there's another glitch where he pretty much yeets you into the stratosphere.
Yeah, which honestly, that one's kind of hilarious.
I actually had both those glitches happen.
Really?
During that fight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because like the first time it was that deadlock with the ring.
Yeah, which again, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, but it gets annoying after it happens like 2 or 3 times.
But then the stratosphere glitch.
Yeah, that happened a couple times, and then I finally did it on the 6th try after.
Oh my God, 6?
Yeah, after having to restart with all those glitches.
Yeah.
Which is, oh wow, well, oh yeah, which by the way, the following cutscene is actually a good example of the poor collision detection.
Yeah.
Only because, like, when, like, a Sonic's literally thrown into that pillar, it looks like he's floating in front of it, and his arm is clipping through his quill.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, plus, like, Silver's crouching down, like, that does not look comfortable, my dude.
No, and it's like, and his hand is on his boot, not his,
Not his knees.
where they should be when you're crouching and taunting someone.
Oh yeah, by the way, for some reason, this is gonna become a thing across, like, Sonic's entire story, but the entire time, Elise doesn't run to the palace, doesn't run to get the guards, she just stands there.
She stands there and lets herself get captured.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, congrats, Princess Peach, you have officially been replaced as the most useless princess.
Yay! Bitch, shut up.
That's not a compliment.
That is true. It's like a Mario. It's like a Peach Bowser kind of shindig. It's like, oh, Peach doesn't do anything. She just stands there.
It's like, Elise, don't stand there. Are you asking to be captured?
Do you want to be captured again?
Exactly, like, bitch, go get the guards! Go do something!
Yeah, exactly.
Run in the palace.
Then again, I think the guards are too busy playing mind games with the kids in the city.
Fair enough.
It's like, which one of us talked to first? I'm like, oh, like a...
You know, it's
Stupid
like,
guards,
sorry,
protect
Elise,
your
you gotta go
freaking
talk to the-
princess.
It's like, sorry, Elise, you gotta go talk to the captain of the guard if you want help.
But you're the captain of the guard. My father specifically hired you. Fuck. Fuck. Anyway, like, yeah, like, this cutscene actually shows some weird animations. Like, Sonic getting up, he looks like he's like dislocating his spine in like 3 different ways.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Joann. I am sorry for that image.
that sounds painful.
That's how it looks.
It looks painful. And then there's the awkward
like-
running animation afterwards.
Exactly, like, how did you mess this up? Running, granted, running's not like easy to animate, but this is Sonic.
They've been animating Sonic running since 1991. How could they not get it?
Exactly. Plus,
They
like,
messed it up.
fans using SFM can animate better than that.
And they've animated Sonic running the way he does normally since Sonic Adventure, which came out in '98.
Oh yeah.
10 years before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the nice cutscene and the introduction of Knuckles, we finally gotta talk about the 4Kids cast. Oh my god, was some of this casting a mistake.
Yes.
But oh god.
Mainly, three come to mind. Jason Griffith, mainly as Sonic. I think his shadow is brilliant. Dan Green as Knuckles. And Sakia, do you want to say this one? I know you've been waiting to say this.
I forget her last name, but Kathleen, whatever her last name is.
Delaney.
Kathleen Delaney as Rouge.
Exactly, like...
Which, I'm sorry, Rouge as Kathleen Delaney as Rouge sounds like a 35-year-old hooker who smoked much.
Oh yeah, plus like a Dan...
At least Lottie Manella made Rouge sound like an 18-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a Kathleen literally sounds like a somebody said to essentially take your My Valentine voice and make her older. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, they basically take My Valentine and make her about 50.
Exactly.
She sounds like my grandma.
Yeah. She also. Yeah, Kathleen Delaney made her sound like a.
So my grandmother sounds better than her.
Anyway, like Dan Green is like Knuckles. The problem, is like he doesn't sound good unless he's pissed off, and that's a problem. Knuckles is not just an arrogant hothead, as shown by Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2.
Yeah.
And finally, the meme lord himself, Jason Griffith as Sonic. Hi, I'm Jason Griffith. That meme exists for a reason.
Yeah. Or wait, I think that's a later scene.
Anyway.
Elise.
Oh yeah, that's later. But like, although like, honestly, like, I think that for Sonic, it should have been Eric Stewart. For Knuckles, Sean Schemmel. And for Rouge, get the chick who voiced Wave and essentially dropped the voice by like 2 octaves.
I can see that.
Anyway, the next cutscene actually brings about something that we should never know. Eggman's eyes are blue. We should not know this.
Yeah, exactly, because I always imagine his eyes being kind of like how they were in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or in the cartoons.
Exactly. But like Eggman with blue eyes is just, oh my god.
Yeah,
He looks like Nigel Thornberry.
Smashing!
It's like when did...
Smashing.
Yeah, actually, I'd say he looks like, he looks like Nigel Thornberry if his head went through a vice.
Oh, God.
Okay then, which, Sakuya, you know what the next...
What?
Smashing.
Sakuya, you remember who the next cutscene brings in?
I'm trying to remember.
Shadow and Rouge.
Shadow.
and we will talk about them much later. Okay, so like, the next cutscene of note is actually the one where like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles will ultimately see Mephiles transport Silver and Blaze in the past. And don't worry, we'll actually talk about like the Silver side of that when we get to his story. And this cutscene is, yeah, like Tails has fangs, which makes sense, but we should not be seeing the character's uvulas.
No.
No, bro.
But yeah, exactly. It's like Tails' fangs making sense because he's a canid.
Uh-huh.
But it's like...
Stop showing your uvula. Head.
Yeah, it's like no one wanted to see your uvula, Tails.
Sonic has fangs.
Also, let's not forget how sometimes the teeth don't even look attached to the mouth.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the big example of that when we get to the final story and what a train wreck that was.
Oh, wow.
Was okay, so like,
I don't wanna know.
well, Joann, you're gonna have to, but anyway, let's continue. Okay, so like we're skipping some cutscenes, skipping what Black Mage Maverick ranked as possibly the worst a Sonic boss fight in existence, And don't worry, fuck, I can't talk. We will actually talk about.
It's okay.
We will actually talk about each boss as we cover each of the 3 main stories. And so, like,
Yes.
when Team Sonic gets back, Knuckles should not be standing when they get back.
Yeah, exactly, because he shattered his ankle. Like, look at the way he lands. His ankle is literally in the direction opposite of the way it should be when he landed. So, therefore, he twisted his ankle and shattered it.
Simultaneously. I don't know how the fuck you do that.
That is just...
Also, I think Tails should have shattered his tailbone based off the way he landed on his butt.
Are you sure it was his butt? For me, it was on his head.
And that was actually when they arrived in the future. Which, by the way, Knuckles should be dead after that impact, but we're already past that, so let's move on.
Yeah.
That is just...
Okay, let's see. Let's see. A lot of the cutscenes are essentially repeating. Oh yeah, the next really good CG cutscene, where they're in the forest and they go see the flowers. That was a really pretty scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it just looked awesome. Although, wasn't that the scene where it looked like Elise was trying to glomp Sonic instead of hug him?
Oh yeah, that. To which, by the way, if you actually don't play like a Silver story, Elise's entire "I can't cry," that's not gonna make sense unless you play Silver story, either before or after. You're like, wait. Why can't this bitch cry?
because she has something inside of her.
Joann, I know the answer. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Bye.
I was gonna say if you just do that, if you just drop context of the "I can't cry," it makes her come off as incredibly heartless.
Exactly.
And like, how can you not cry? And you have the urge to cry. It's like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you people?
That's right. Which, by the way, when we get to that point, that actually brings up a few questions, but we will get to that.
It's like you need to bottle up your emotions or something.
Anyway, I guess the next thing of note is actually, oh god, the worst level in the entire game if you don't count End of the World, Kingdom Valley.
Oh god.
That sucky stage. It's pretty, but it's sucky.
3 words. Fuck this place!
Yeah.
That is true. Especially
The Mach Speed section?
Oh god.
That's the worst. Like, no joke, 20 game overs just trying to get through Kingdom Valley. No joke. I wish I was exaggerating.
It's like, and Sonic keep tripping over cracks that there do not exist.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And,
it's like,
Sakia, we're now officially at that cutscene where English Sonic cannot yell.
yeah, Elise.
At least that's not how you yell for somebody in, like, despair. The Japanese did this. Then again, they did quite a few scenes better, but
But again, it's like you don't sound deadpan when you're shouting for someone who
just died.
yeah, it's like, and it's like, it's like, and he's shouting like he's just trying to call her for dinner.
Exactly, that's like,
Oh no.
Elise, Din. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, that's what
Please get your
Elise.
food before it gets cold.
Exactly. Oh my god. Oh god. Also, like,
God.
although, like, really, the next stage, which is actually Sonic's final stage, it's actually possibly the best. Aquatic base.
Also, don't forget,
Yeah?
another scene where we get to see Silver eating his chest floof.
And we will get. We're almost to that. We're almost there. We're almost there.
That joke.
Sakia, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay.
I couldn't help.
Okay, so like, although seriously, aquatic base to me, it's the best level. There's exploration, there's platforming, there's no mock
And the
speed
music.
sections.
And it's not that infernal
The music
labyrinth
sounds-
level of annoying.
What?
The what?
I'm saying compared to Labyrinth from Sonic 1, it's not that annoying type of water level.
There's actually no water in it at all.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Well, don't forget, I didn't actually beat the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I did. Anyway.
My condolences.
Anyway, like, weirdly, when Sonic gets to Eggman, I don't know what that animation is, but, like, Eggman has this animation where he's, like, a child throwing a tantrum.
oh. That, to me, that's funny.
Yeah.
A tantrum man baby.
Exactly, which... Oh yeah, Sonic's final fight, it's actually very reminiscent
Eggman
of...
himself.
Joann, can I finish?
Sorry.
Finish. Anyway, like, the final boss is actually very reminiscent of the Egg Viper from Sonic Adventure. You know, that buggy as hell boss that I mentioned back in the Sonic Adventure video.
Yeah.
Hello, the dish.
Oh yeah, plus, like, how you damage it in the first phase is really stupid.
Lame. It's retarded.
Joann, easy with that word.
Yeah, do
Sorry.
not use that word.
Sorry.
Also, like, a Sonic story ends with, again, a really nice CG scene, but sadly, in the English version, Jason Griffith cannot fake laugh.
No.
No.
Jason Griffith
No.
cannot fake laugh.
I mean, like, this is probably... Then again, nothing will be cringier than the Tidus laugh.
Left. But it's close. It's close.
Yeah, it's on that level of cringe.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's Sonic's story. And now, we move on to Silver.
Sylvie.
Shall I initiate the joke?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, like a fun fact to everybody. Silver in Japanese is voiced by Jotaro Kujo himself, Daisuke Ono. Can you believe that shit?
And also,
So
wait.
cute.
Sebastian Michaelis from Black Butler.
No, I was thinking of a different game.
Oh,
Because I thought there's also that fun fact where it's like, technically speaking, Silver and Shadow are pretty much bros in another.
bros. Yeah, no, that's the Studiopolis cast, and again, we will get to them.
Yes.
It still makes me laugh.
What?
Allow- Oh yeah! Oh yeah! By the way, speaking of Japanese voices, Blaze in Japanese, she does not sound 14. Rouge
She sounds
sounds younger
25.
than her.
Blazone's 25
Exactly, and
in Japanese.
exactly, Rouge sounds younger than her.
Yeah. That is true. I heard both the Japanese voice of Rouge and Blaze. I'm like, Blaze, what happened to you? You don't sound 14.
Exactly. So
You
therefore,
sound like 28 or something.
yeah, pretty much, much. So essentially, good job, 4Kids. You did good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least you weren't, yeah, at least unlike the Japanese, who pretty much put the mature voice setting on Blaze.
Blaze sounds like she's 14. But anyway, let's see. After the Iblis fight, oh yeah, we get to meet the villain of the game, who is still my favorite villain. And don't worry, Joann, you get to criticize him later. Mephiles the Dark.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
right?
No worries. I am holding that in.
Yes, Sakuya, we're at Mephiles. You can make the joke.
All right, so there's a scene where basically Mephiles is explaining about Sonic being the Iblis trigger,
Which he technically is.
and there's a scene where you see Silver's like chest clipping through his mouth. So because
You mean every scene?
yeah, because of like every scene where Silver's chest flute clips to his mouth, I have a joke which goes, Silver, Sonic is the Iblis trigger. This Chaos Emerald is the way into the present, and your chest flute is made out of cotton candy.
Wait, really? Hang on. Nom, nom, nom. Oh my god, you're right. I'm delicious!
And now every time I fight Sonic, I'm going to eat my chest flute.
Yeah, that's like...
What? Hey, Silver, what flavor is your chest flute?
I don't... Vanilla. It's vanilla.
Vanilla candy, huh?
Vanilla ice cream?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, so like, let's continue. Let's see. Oh yeah. Once Silver's in the past, he runs into our favorite level 12 yandere stalker, Amy Rose.
Yeah.
Amy.
Which, by the way, once again, Joann, you got something to say?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Amy, my girl, because she's my favorite female character.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
What is wrong with you? Bitch, you're colorblind. You can't
Well,
tell a blue hedgehog to the other.
well, actually, Joann, just a second. To be fair, it was dark out. There were like no lights.
Even then.
Oh yeah, that's right. A Silver's
nothing
glove.
like-
Also, like a Silver's gloves and boots were like glowing. And last time I checked, nothing about Sonic glowed unless he was in super form. So
Also,
okay, rant
not to
away.
mention- not to mention, Silver's fur still appeared brighter than Sonic's, even in the darkness.
True.
That is true. And
How the hell would you mistake, and also someone whose head looks like a pot leaf, how would you mistake that for, how the hell would you mistake that for Sonic?
You're the pothead.
Pothead the porcupine, which
That explains why he's always eating his chest flute.
dude, I am so fucking high. My chest fur is delicious. Which, oh yeah, by the way, just a second, now that we're actually on the subject of Silver.
Eat every day.
Sucker, yeah, damn it, will you let me talk? Will you let me talk?
Go.
Okay, so, since we're actually on the subject of Silver, I do actually have something I have to say for the sake of all Sonic fans. Fuck Sonic 93, and I'm glad that bitch is gone.
That is true.
I'm sorry.
The YouTube and Sonic community, at least for now, is one less psycho on the loose.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I had to say that. Let's get back on topic. Okay, so like...
Yes, please.
Okay, it's like something that always bothered me. Amy didn't
What
bother
it is.
to like ask Silver like who he was looking for or what the person he was looking for looked like. That would have made the
Yeah.
search a whole lot easier and therefore rendered playing as Amy in Dusty Desert and that fucking ball puzzle entirely irrelevant.
I hate that stage.
I think we all do. But anyway,
The frick. Why?
go on, Joann.
It looks like we're playing
Billiards?
stage. Yes.
To be honest, that desert ball puzzle was where I actually put the game down.
Fair enough. Anyway, like, weirdly, fighting Sonic as Silver, I can actually finish it in, like, 45 seconds. It's that fucking easy. But then again, I think Silver is kind of the easy mode, if you will.
Yeah.
It's like, and also the fact you have telekinesis at your disposal, so I mean...
Technically, it's psychokinesis.
Yeah. Yes, it's
Simple
psychokinesis.
Okay, then.
I guess.
Okay, then. Which, by the way, we actually get kind of a cutscene that's the kind of... I don't know if it's been memed, but effectively the entire to kill someone to save the world is that really the right thing to do, which, oh yeah, by the way, a fun fact about the Japanese version, apparently Blaze actually says owie with the blue hedgehog, and apparently owie's actually a Japanese onomatopoeia for like naive. So like if you think about it, in the Japanese cutscene, we don't know if she was actually talking about Sonic or if she was possibly calling Silver naive, because like she knows that Sonic is not evil.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
If Sega simply stated whether or not this was the same Blaze from Rush, we wouldn't be questioning it today.
Yeah, and it's the fact that Blaze should know who Sonic is, given that she met him already.
Mm-hmm.
In Sonic Rush.
Exactly. Which, by the way, I know this is like several games off. However, like, once like all the backstories are like effectively retconned, Silver and Blaze still know each other. How? Exactly. But anyway, let's continue. Let's see. I think the next notable thing is actually Elise literally walking out the door of her cell. Bitch, why didn't you do this before?
Yeah, seriously.
That's... Which actually leads into a town mission with Amy. Which, by the way, Amy in this game is worse than in Adventure. I don't know how they did it, but they made Amy less fun to play as.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
What is that thing to say that That's okay.
Joann, you know you can curse here, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Okay, so it's like weirdly, like the next stage is actually Silver's version of, I think it's Rail Canyon Terminal Station, I think. Anyway, like Silver's version of it is the only enjoyable one because like he's not chasing a train. Anyway, like okay, so like next, Silver actually fights Shadow, and we'll cover Shadow in a minute once we're finished with like this story. And this fight is followed up by everyone's favorite scene, the kick to the head. Go, Shadow! Man, fuck that bitch. But anyway. And listen to Reason, but anyway, let's continue. Anyway, so like, Shadow and Silver effectively travel into the past, and don't worry, we will address the entire time travel thing, and it's actually here that we learn two things. A, where Mephiles came from, and B, why essentially Elise is the center of everything. Iblis is literally sealed inside of her body, and apparently, if she cries, Iblis will get out. Okay, two things.
How does that even work?
Sakia?
I don't even know.
Okay, two things. First of all, that's stupid. Second of all, she is a little girl. Writers.
Tiny baby.
Writers? Girls tend to be in big balls of like emotions. We gotta cry.
Yeah, and again, it's like, how does it even work? Because again, like, crying is the result of any intense emotion.
Mm-hmm. And also, speaking of this cutscene, again, the collision detection. The Duke is not even touching Elise's head.
Yeah, he's like literally just like, it's like, he's not even stroking her hair like he's supposed to be. He's just kind of...
It's like he's touching air.
He's like running his hand above her head like he's touching her aura.
Exactly. So anyway, the next cutscene is actually a bit of a continuity error with another story.
What is it?
essentially, in the Silver version of the cutscene, we see Silver ultimately leave the Chaos Emeralds, but in Shadow's version, he leaves through the portal with the emerald still in his hand. Oops.
Oh.
And by the way, speaking of that cutscene, can we like... We just absolutely have to further address the clipping issues. Elise's shirt is clipping in on itself.
Yeah. And also, let's not forget, where are they keeping those Chaos Emeralds?
Butt plugs.
I was gonna say that. The butt plugs. The butt plugs explains
I was.
weird.
Seriously,
Also,
they don't have bags.
They can keep it on his quill. That's the other.
But
thing.
he's not reaching up to his head. He is literally reaching behind.
Back quill.
Behind the back. There's not enough quills to hide anything. Like it literally looks like they're pulling the emeralds out of their butts.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, those being used as butt plugs will explain why they
Joann?
Millen.
What?
It's what Amy used to call a hammer space.
But they're not hammers.
That's true. But
again,
I'm sorry. I'm being a smart.
It's better than being called butt plugs.
Which again is why would explain why they run weird that they use the emeralds as butt plugs.
It's like they have a stick up their butts.
Anyway, let's continue.
We're probably not getting demonetized for my joke earlier, so.
Hoka's like Silver effectively explains everything to Blaze, and she says this, and like the way she essentially says, "I see." It's like, no, duh. It's like, bitch, if you knew this, why didn't you say so earlier?
Yeah, exactly. It's like.
I'm sorry, Joann, but this is a big problem.
Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible.
Okay,
like,
so like
Sega, are you drunk? Are you smoking something?
That they were injecting one too many marijuanas.
Okay, let's continue. I don't need an image of Sega High anyway. Anyway, so like, let's see. We go through the same cutscenes, and oh yeah, by the way, when Silver and Blaze get back to their future, if you think about it, Sonic said he would ultimately change Elise's fate. But when Silver and Blaze get back to the future, everything is the goddamn same.
That is true. It's still fucked up.
Exactly. So it's like, Silver, buddy, I think that's a safe hint to say that either Sonic failed or somebody fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we get to the ending of Silver's story, which actually brings up something, Joann, that isn't to what I was gonna say. Like, Blaze essentially says that, her like a soul's lit with flames. Bitch, you know that is not why Iblis accepted you as host. You know that is not why. Why are you... Bitch, one question. Why you fucking lying?
Why you always
lying? Why you freaking lying?
Exactly. Like, Blaze. Did Elise damage your ego so bad that you gotta hide your title from your best friend?
Seriously.
That is so true.
I'm sorry, that just bothers me. Although, like, granted, Blaze's sacrifice, they kind of keep it. They don't really back out of it at the last second in Silver Story, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdly, Silver Story, the one time a Deus Ex Machina is not pulled. Well done.
Nope.
Kudos, Sonic Team.
And now, on the Shadow.
I know.
Boy.
I know.
Your boy does. Yep.
Oh yeah, like a weirdly like Shadow Story.
I know Amber because she giggles like that.
Yes. Anyway,
it's Shadow.
Yes, but anyway, like, Shadow's first level, it includes one thing about Sonic Heroes Chaotix missions that I complained about. It sort of includes a stealth section, but then again, it's with Rouge, so I can forgive it.
My girl.
Okay.
Your girl.
Oh yeah, like, which, for some reason, somebody at the studio decided to make the worst level in the game Shadow's final second level. And speaking of that, there's actually like another treasure hunting section with Rouge, but there's no radar, so you are literally flying blind looking for these keys.
I
Don't
mean,
you mean
maybe-
blind as a bat?
You stole my joke.
Okay, Sakuya, what were you saying?
She literally stole my joke, so...
Fuck. Anyway.
Sorry.
Anyway, although, like, oh yeah, like, being like Rouge's part, because we're talking about Rouge, there is a glitch with Rouge that we gotta talk about. The getting stuck on the wall.
Oh god.
Like, literally, Rouge and Knuckles get stuck on the wall. Aaron rage quits, like, for a reason when Knuckles got stuck on a pillar.
That is, oh god. It's like they're making out over the wall or something.
Oh, yeah, so, like, Shadow's got vehicles again. Yay.
Yeah.
Although, sadly, Shadow does get a section in Kingdom Valley with the hovercraft, and it's kinda bullshit.
Big fat
Effectively-
bullshit.
Effectively,
There's one good thing though, he doesn't have Mach speed.
true, but, like, will you let me finish?
Sorry.
That's okay, that's okay. Anyway, like, with, like, Shadow's, like, with Shadow's hovercraft, you're essentially shooting the enemies. But there's a problem. There's these pillars on the water, and if you shoot the pillars, they will come down. And if the pillars land on top of you, you're dead.
You die.
The camera, sadly, this level is a good example of essentially how they fucked up the camera. Oh yeah,
Big time.
because because, like, if you're not intentionally looking upwards just to make absolutely sure that a pillar is not coming your way, a pillar will land on you and you will die.
Yeah, because I was going to say, it's not like Shadow the Hedgehog where you just take damage if you get crushed.
Exactly. Oh yeah, the next cutscene where we actually see how Mephiles got the form he does. And by the way, speaking of Mephiles, I've actually been waiting to, like, essentially talk about this. Joann, be quiet.
I know.
Talk.
I know.
Talk. Okay, so, like, essentially, to me, Mephiles is like Shadow's final redemption. I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. Sonic Adventure 2. Shadow's mission, destroy the world. Mephiles' mission, destroy the world. And Mephiles is essentially a Shadow recolor. So essentially, to Shadow, taking down Mephiles is like the final exactly, like, a Shadow can finally move on once he essentially finally deals with this. And this is actually most relevant, I think, during the cutscene Mephiles Whisper, which we will get to.
And, you know, in Sonic 06, the one time where a recolor of a character is not somebody's OC.
Exactly, but let's not talk about that.
Sorry, I had to make the joke.
Oh, no, that's okay. But oh, yeah, by the way, Dan Green is back as Mephiles, and to me, Dan Green is a better Mephiles than Knuckles.
Oh god. Can we talk about when Shadow first encountered Mephiles? The
Yeah,
music.
that's where we are. Oh yeah, the music
His
is
music.
creepy as fuck, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, it's creepy, especially when Mephiles is looking right at you with those dead cold eyes. I'm like, ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like after that, Mephiles effectively sends like Shadow and Rouge into the future, and it's actually here where we start to see some problems with the modeling. Mainly, Shadow, my eyes are up here. Shadow and
Yeah.
Rouge suffer from a bad case of that in these cutscenes.
Yeah, Shadow keeps staring at Rouge's chest every time he talks to her.
Again,
Arcana.
Sega, stop sexualizing Rouge.
Just because she's 18 doesn't mean you can sexualize her.
Hang on a second, guys. I'm sorry. This is so stupid. I know we're like a recording, but I also got a message.
It's okay.
Okay, there we go. Back. Okay, let's get back on track.
We'll never see it coming.
Okay, Joann. Sakuya, I'm sorry. Let's get back on topic. Okay, so like, let's see. Oh yeah, the next cutscene of note is actually where they find Omega, and Omega was actually another character who was terribly miscast in the English version.
Oh God.
4Kids Meowth is doing the voice, and she fucked it up.
Yeah, horribly.
Exactly, like.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, plus like Omega's animation too. It's like Omega is not that slow. He's actually pretty fast if you go back to Sonic Heroes and
Sonic
Shadow the
Heroes.
Hedgehog.
He is fast, but in Sonic 06, he's like, he's like walking very. It's like he's walking
Lol,
very slow.
I am a zombie. That is literally him.
No, he's liking like the walking pace of a grandpa, like an old grandpa, old man.
Okay, so
He's
like,
I'm halfway there.
okay, so like, let's see. After that, we get a. Oh yeah, that's right. We should probably talk about the boss that Black Mage Maverick ranked as the absolute worst, which is Iblis Phase 2. Half the fight, you're literally just standing there and waiting. I am not kidding.
Yeah. I think I saw.
Asakia, I'll actually send you footage of this boss fight after this recording.
Sounds good.
Okay, so like, while like a Team Sonic and Rouge are effectively going back to the present, which by the way, this real quick, this does not make sense. Somehow, like, they end up at the same part, but at different points in time. That does that is not how time travel works.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's like time travel. You just go into the past, present / future version of wherever you were.
Exactly. Plus, like, everybody who effectively goes through the portal should end up at the exact same place at the exact same time. That was also a problem with the Sonic and Silver made portal that we didn't bring up back then.
Nope.
Okay, so like, let's see. Oh yeah, Mephiles trying to bring Shadow over like his side again. Somehow, 4Kids did the scene better. I don't know how. Asakuya, is there any?
That is. It's like a Star Wars kind of scene.
Asakuya, is there anything? Do you have like any statements or opinions about it? Also, guys, I'm so sorry if there's any noise in the background.
What? Huh? I spaced out for a moment.
We were talking about the Mephiles Whisper cutscene and essentially how somehow 4Kids did it better.
Oh yeah, like Dan Green actually sounded threatening.
Exactly, and furthermore, this is Dan motherfucking Green.
Yeah.
Yami Yugi.
He made it so creepy. He made Mephiles sound very creepy.
Which is a good thing. That's the point. Somehow the Japanese version, he sounds like a comedic villain, and that's not Mephiles at all.
Yeah, he sounds like Hades from Hercules.
Hades? For me, it sounds like Joker.
DC Joker?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay, so although thankfully Shadow's wisened up thanks to Shadow the Hedgehog, and he effectively says, "Fuck you, no," which again, to me, ultimately leads back to that metaphor. Sakia, can I finish?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. This effectively brings me back to that metaphor that Mephiles is literally Shadow's past self during Sonic Adventure 2. He is finally dealing with the shit he tried to do, and it is glorious.
And he just tells off Mephiles like an absolute boss.
Oh yeah, with like one of his best lines ever. I determined my own destiny. Thank you.
Wow, Amber. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I will do that to Sonic, but let's get to the point. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Weirdly, this boss fight with Mephiles is actually 2 phases. In the first phase, it's irritating, but it's doable. While the second phase, where Omega comes in, and we essentially learn why Omega was literally in standby mode when Rouge and Shadow found him. This stage is a fucking cakewalk. I'm not kidding. It's a little fucking cakewalk.
Oh, it's a piece of cake. It's like it's so easy.
Oh yeah.
But what kind of cake?
Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, like once Shadow and Omega get back to the past, they reunite with Rouge, and Sakuya, we actually made this before. Everyone looks like they're sick.
Seriously.
Like, Shadow and Rouge are both way too pale. Knuckles' skin is too dark. I don't know what the fuck happened with the models.
Seriously.
I think Knuckles had a sunburn on his nozzle.
Probably.
Or he was at the beach too long.
Either way, like, after this, Eggman essentially offers Shadow a proposition, who, thank God, doesn't bite. Shadow's learned from this. This is how you do a character arc, Sega.
Yeah.
And then we get the Shadow fight against Silver, which it's actually in a bigger arena, and sadly, I don't know why, but they made Shadow's fall from the homing attack a little slower, and so Shadow's far more susceptible to like being like caught by Silver after delivering an attack. I don't know why they did this.
I don't know either.
It is stupid. Sakuya, you still with us, or have you blacked out again?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so like,
and then comes the funny scene again.
which we already talked about. Okay,
Yes.
Okay, it's like during like Shadow's side of the journey to the past, he effectively seals Mephiles, and some call me Johnny brought up something. The guy clearly doesn't understand how time travel works.
Yeah.
Essentially, fuck, I can't talk again. Some call me Johnny believes that Shadow at some point left Prison Island, went to Soliana, and like sealed Mephiles, when that's not how that works at all. Shadow essentially Mephiles was only sealed because Shadow traveled back in time.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's how time travel works. Am I crazy?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not. I believe.
Okay, thankfully. Oh yeah, by the way, while we're actually fuck, I can't believe we didn't mention this earlier. In both languages, they somehow fuck up the Scepter of Darkness.
Yeah, because in one don't they call it the Book of Darkness?
Oh yeah, like somebody misread that dub line, and then the Japanese, they call it the Curtain of Darkness. Bitch, that is not a curtain, that is a scepter. Or a wand.
A curtain. Carton?
Yeah.
So lame. What is that? No.
Exactly,
The curtain
like
of darkness. It's supposed to be a scepter. It's a scepter, not a curtain.
exactly,
It's like
exactly. So
Netflix
like,
want to put on a show.
so once again, the Japanese fucked up. Oh yeah, by the way, when we get to Wave Ocean, we actually see like the worst example of like Maddie Blossstein's like a performance. Like this moment, it should be dramatic, but with Maddie's performance, I cannot take it seriously.
Why?
Joann, the one who
Why?
defeats and seals you in the future, is me.
It's me. And, oh, that scene. Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
seriously, Maddie's performance. I'm sorry to like the late Maddie Blossstein, but honestly, with her performance, I cannot take that scene seriously.
It's like, did Omega really seal Shadow in the future? Or, like,
We don't know.
no.
Sakuya, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, nothing really, huh?
Okay. Okay then. Although, after a bit of like Shadow ship teasing, we actually get to what I think is the best ending. And no, it's not just because it's the Shadow ending. It's because of what Shadow says at the end. If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight
I love
like
that.
I always have. That is Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't know what the fuck
I
they
love
did
that
to
line.
him. But that is
I love
Shadow.
that line, actually. I love that line.
Okay then. And we've now covered all three endings. Let's start nitpicking.
Oh, we can do that for hours.
Oh, okay, so like first of all, let's actually talk about, let's see. God, where to start?
Also, are we going to discuss the true ending, or?
Oh, we're going to, but first we're going to go over some things we didn't cover in the story section. I think that's
Which
fair.
is but about the meme of Sonic and Shadow saying, "Don't be late." Same to you.
Oh yeah, like Jason Griffith's performance did not help with that scene at all. I'm sorry, Joann. I know you like Jason Griffith as Sonic, but that meme
I know.
exists for a reason.
It is. It does actually.
Once again, Eric Stewart should have done it.
I'm like, Sonic, dude, can you do it more specific? You're being so cocky. It's like, don't be late. Like,
Same
Shadow
to you.
saying, you.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Shadow
oh.
had the better line. Shadow's comeback was amazing.
His comeback sounds better than Sonic's. It's like, dude, what the heck?
Oh yeah. Okay then. So like, oh yeah. By the way, we should probably talk about Silver's English voice actor. I actually did like a little bit of like a research because of my because of the claim that possibly Pete Capella had not done had like possibly never a voice actor before, and actually from my research, that's not too far off. Before Sonic 06, Pete Capella's previous role was a character named Shane in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. The guy's out of practice.
The dude is out of practice.
And that explains so much.
I'm like, what? Pete, dude, what happened?
Sakuya, would you
What's
say
wrong?
that explains a lot that he was just out of practice?
Oh, yeah.
Okay
Mhm.
then, and I guess now that we've talked about that, who's ready to talk about the final story?
Well, let's get it over with.
Okay,
Come on, let's go.
okay. First things first,
Ugh.
Sonic dies!
And we have we have, as far as we know, the cringiest bit of Sonic story in the whole franchise.
But we will get to that, we're not there yet.
I am.
Although like Amethyst,
I'm not happy.
Joann, it's
Can I
okay.
speak,
It's
please?
okay. It's okay. Also, Mephisto's laugh again.
I'm not.
Again,
Creepy.
Dan Green did it
Creepy.
better.
Oh, yeah.
Creepy. Creepy as fuck.
Which oh yeah. By the way, again, something I think the English version actually did better was Elise finally crying. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to the Japanese version, but like, Sakuya, how did you describe it when we watched the Japanese cutscenes?
I'm trying to remember exactly. I just remember it didn't sound as like legit as the English version does.
Oh yeah, like where we actually hear at least like start like a crying before she screams no, effectively releasing Iblis. Which, by the way, did anybody else notice that in the flame barrier thingy that kind of looks like a hedgehog in there?
Yeah.
Did anyone else notice that?
Yeah.
I do. Yes.
Thank you. Like, I don't know why, but like, it looked like a fiery version of Supersonic was trapped in there. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone else interpreted it that way, but that's how I saw it.
noticed that. I noticed.
And then we actually get possibly the worst CG the game has ever had. Sakuya, you remember this?
I believe so.
When Solaris effectively reforms and like and
That one.
and brings like light down on Soleana. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah,
the fuck
that.
happened, but the people look worse than they do in the Havoc engine.
Yeah.
What
That
happened?
part. It's like, why?
Oh my
That looks like they
God.
threw a. Looks like they threw a bright filter on top of everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then with the next cutscene, somehow everyone is together in this little void area, except for Blaze.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
but like,
And everybody's crying because Sonic died.
oh yeah. Which, by the way, we get some bad clipping in this scene. Mainly,
Amy's eyelashes clipping through her hand,
oh yeah.
and also the fact that Sonic's quills are clipping to the ground.
That's actually in the CG scene, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Mina, Amber, how?
Huh?
There's the part that says, the part that when Elise says, "I can feel Sonic in the wind," and I'm like, how do you know? How do you know, bitch? Just,
Yeah, sadly,
Yeah.
Elise is
you know, Ghost. You know, Ghost.
Elise to me is like one big walking Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Thorndyke.
Don't remind me of that.
Ugh.
Don't remind me.
She looks like a female version of Chris Thorndyke. I'm sorry.
Oh god, maybe after the games we'll look at Sonic X. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, like... Oh yeah, like, once everybody's formulating a plan, Eggman somehow has a computer in his sunglasses. That is not how technology works. I don't know how the
No.
fuck he did that.
Oh.
I was gonna say that's a pair of shades, not a Google Glass.
Exactly. Also, Knuckles does something
Is that-
really stupid before effectively clipping through the camera.
Oh God.
And
I
then,
remember that.
End of the world. Let me say this. It's worse than Cannon's Core.
Oh.
And Cannon's Core was pretty bad if you remember the Sonic Adventure 2 review.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Although thankfully, at the end of it, oh no. Oh no.
It's the cringe mode.
Who wants to say it?
Me.
All right, Joann, you say it. You're the resident Sonic fangirl. You say it. Take a deep breath. You can do it.
Sometimes I want to kill this bitch.
You got this, Joann.
Easy, Joann.
Okay.
Don't go Sonic 93 on us.
I am not. I am not.
Okay.
Seriously, I am not.
All right,
Makes me want to punch that bitch. I'm sorry.
All right. Anyway, just say it. Just say it.
Okay. Okay, everybody got gathered the Chaos Emeralds. Okay, easy dandy. Okay, and then she just asked the prayer about his father's sins or mistake and everything, something, and then the part she says to talk to Sonic once again. Sonic started floating.
Power of the Chaos Emeralds, which, by the way, Joann, I'm sorry, just a second. Somehow, during that CG, Sonic's quills are clipping through the floor. This is CG. We should not have clipping.
Yeah, it looks like his head was nailed to the floor.
All right, I'm sorry. Joann, continue.
Okay. And then,
It
okay,
happens.
this is the part that's very cringy. And then the part that Elise says, "Come back to us. Come back to
To me, to us. That's the line.
to me, to us," and it happened. Freaking
Say it.
Freaking Elise kissed Sonic in the lips.
Okay, so first of all, we absolutely have to say this. This is creepy on 3 different levels.
Bestiality, necrophilia.
Bestiality. And I was like, that bitch should be arrested. This thing's like animal in the mouth.
Joann. Yes, also necrophilia. And Sonic is 15, she's 17. I'm pretty sure that's a crime in some countries.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, we absolutely have to say that. Like, nobody mentions how it's technically necrophilia. No one ever mentions that.
Sonic is a hedgehog.
necrophilia.
She's a human.
Exactly, so therefore bestiality and necrophilia.
Like, Sega, what is wrong with you?
Anyway, like, how is Shadow and Silver become so stupid? That makes no sense. That is not how the Chaos Emeralds work. Sonic should not be able to, like, essentially transfer some of the power to them. That is not how that's ever worked.
No.
No, it does not.
Okay then, and by the way, can we just say this? Solaris is probably the best boss fight in the whole game.
Yes, it does.
Also,
And
the
then you can
theme for the second phase. I'm sorry, Joann, finish.
Especially you can get to play as the 3 super hedge, and they have different kind of
Abilities.
thingy. Ability, yeah.
And finally, I gotta talk about the music. The music for Solaris Phase 2 is just, oh my god, it's so good.
That's like the best end boss music in modern Sonic.
Oh,
You feel like an utter badass.
oh yeah. Suck it,
So
what I'm
good.
made
Wow.
of. I'm sorry, but like, honestly, this track was better than What I'm Made Of or Live and Learn combined.
Or, I'll admit, as much as I love Big Arms from Sonic 3,
It's
this
more
blows
epic.
This blows Big Arms out of the water.
Oh yeah. And of course, after that fight, we get to the second most anger-inducing moment of this entire game.
For me,
Oh yeah, I know that one.
the
I know that
ending.
one.
Oh yeah, plus like if you think about it, Elise, wait a second, I was echoing on somebody. Okay, then I guess we fixed it. Anyway, like, what bothered me is that Elise essentially says that if we blow out this flame, Solaris will never exist. Bitch, how do you know that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Have you done
No
this
one
before?
there was that one very short scene where it was explained that the flame was Solaris, but it's like, that's a representation of Solaris, not Solaris himself.
Exactly. Exactly, which actually leads me into a theory I will bring up in like just a minute. One thing I actually greatly appreciate about this like scene is that we actually see like Sonic's eyes like darting around, like he's processing all this information. He's legitimately thinking about this, like, oh fuck, do we save the world or do we keep this friendship? What do we do? I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it adds a bit of gravity to the scene.
Exactly. Joann, your thoughts? Joann? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I don't know if she's going to be here for final thoughts. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Okay, so, like, effectively, Elise does ultimately blow out the flame, erasing Sonic 06 from existence until Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
Which, again, if you really think about it, given that blowing of the flame effectively decanonized the whole story, what was the point of even doing the whole plot?
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Although, like, if you think about it...
Sorry, that just pisses me off to think about that.
Well, if you think about it, after this, everyone's personalities kind of changed in some way, so maybe this was meant to justify the rewrite, or maybe they simply knew, like, how shit this game ultimately was, and so they gave themselves an out, so they never have to acknowledge it again.
I'm going to go for the latter.
Okay then, and that was Sonic 06.
Yeah. Pretty.
Sure.
Good thing
Shall
I took
we?
this out of my chest.
Shall we